Hey there, how are you all? Hope you all good. I'm back with one message that to know and recognize the voices, like between God's voice and devil voice. So, let me tell you the differences. How do you know that? So, God's voice calms you, you know, and the devil voice is obsess you, gives you trouble. That's so you should know that. God's voice comforts you, gives you comfort and very peace. So and Satan voices worries you, gives you a lot of worry that you cannot do this. Oh, I have so much problem, and you start worrying. That's a Satan voice. God voice convicts you. It gives you correction when you are not right. So that's a God's voice. And Satan voice is condemn you. Like you did this and you will be punished, and to give yourself hard time and harm to yourself. That's from the devil. And God voice encourage you. When you are on your downtime, he gives you encouragement. My child, you can do this. So that's from God. And the Satan voice discourage you. You cannot do this. That's a discouragement comes from the devil. And God's voice enlighten you and gives you knowledge that what is right and wrong. That's a God's voice. And the Satan voice confuse you. It gives you gives you confusion between two choices, like this or that. That confusion comes from Satan. And God's voice leads you in a right path, and Satan's voice pushes you. It tells you and rushes you, it pushes you, like when you make a decision on a right away, like when he pushes, like do this right away. That's a Satan voice. And God voice reassure that any fear you have, he reassure you. And Satan voice frighten you, gives you fear of whatever fears you have. That's from the devil. And the God voice stills you, like unmoving is still, and Satan voices rushes you. So you should know the differences. And how do you hear the God voice? That when you go near to God, then you can hear him. And when there is not so much noise, in a calm places, in a calmness, you can hear God's voice. And when we obey God, when he tells us what to do and how to live our life, that's when we obey God, then we can hear him. So in the Bible also, I want to give you this proof that Jesus, when he was on the earth, he was also tempted at 3 times. And that's in Matthew 4 1 to 11 Bible verses. It says, first temptation Jesus had, that then Jesus was led up by spirit into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil. And after he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he then became hungry. And the tempter came and said to him, if you are Son of God, command that these stones become bread. But he answered and said, it is written, man shall not live on bread alone, but on every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God. So, Jesus, stop devil. Second temptation that Jesus had, that on verse 5, then the devil took him into holy city and had him stand on a pinnacle of temple and said to him, if you are Son of God, throw yourself down, for it is written, he will command his angel concerning you, and on their hands they will bear you up, so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. Jesus said to him, "On the other hand, it is written, 'You shall not put the Lord your God to the test.'" Then, third temptation. Again, the devil took him to a very high mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and their glory. And he said to him, "All these things I will give you if you fall down and worship me." A devil like if we worship him. He was telling Jesus to do that I will give you all the kingdoms of earth if you worship me. So Jesus answered, "You shall worship the Lord your God and serve him only." Then devil left. When the devil come and gives us, some thoughts and bad things, so we should rebuke him and resist him. Then it will flee from us. So we should know the voices, like what's the God's voice and what the devil voice. And if we live our life in a fear of God, then we will be fine. So resist the devil and it will flee from you. That's it.